Heyo, welcome back to Team Fortress TV. This is going to be one of the last games of the season. There's still surprisingly one later than this. However, this will be Division 2 Grand Finals now. It is time for what could be a very interesting game, because these two teams have already played against each other before. It was really close last time, and I'm hoping for more close games here in Div 2. It's 3 steps back against BALKAN Powerhouse up in Division 2 Grand Finals. I am almost here alone. However, not quite Vida here to leave me in some company.
I hope they can hear me. I don't actually know. Like, Twitch just decided to work again, but yeah, basically what's going to happen is I'm going to sound distracted and kind of off the entire day, and I'm also going to miss every single cool play. So you guys are in for a treat.
What's the difference to normally? No, but thank you for stepping in here. Yeah, you were. I think they had config issues because, you know, changing the game to a co-op map is very difficult, as you know. So they're going to have to resolve that problem real quick. So while it says it's starting right now here for us, that's not in fact true.
Is it actually starting?
No, this is a fake start. They messed up the config. But that does just mean they will start like in a moment afterwards.
Yeah, here we go. Okay.
So yeah, you can, at least I can see on my end already, there's like a 30-minute timer under the 3-minute timer for co-op. That's not the case at all in how it should work. But yeah, we have Bagel up for, should be an interesting match as well between these two teams. Obviously, I would not assume you watched much Div 2 this season, but Div 2 was really close. The top 3 teams were 1 point apart each. And the other team was like 11 points behind or something, but they still had close games. They just couldn't close them out. So, really competitive division at the upper end of the level of play that you'd love to see that. These two teams included, they tied each other before. Neither of the matches were close. 3-0 on product, actually, for these back, and 5-1 for Balkans on process. One of the matches you see tonight, and still seeing more co-op might still bode well for 3 steps back, actually.
Yeah, I have no idea who's going to win, but I'm just going to enjoy the ride. See if I can keep up with everything on the top. Should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be the first division that had like no first seed into Grand Finals. That happened like actually everywhere this season, I think. Kind of been
a move.
Oh yeah, I guess I should have mentioned this. I expected heavy sniper. That's what they like to do on product, but I guess sniper angle's too bad here. I still believe in the heavy, and mind you, this won't be the last off class we'll see. Grand Finals in the upcoming weeks here as well. So stay tuned for more of that in mid. For now, however, they're just playing defensive. You kind of have to with the heavy, and it's working quite nicely. It's then people chasing kills down blue, but they're not finding anything. Heavy just doesn't let them go nearly as deep, and everyone else is just praying to see them on point and getting exactly away with it here as well. Worth mentioning, this is a one-work game. One of the mains for Balkans not here tonight. They have Sharon step in, who already won Division 3. Just a couple of days ago as well, riding that high into this match as well. They're putting faith in the guy as well. We'll see if Iceland's technically best player, if you're not counting Nebo, can live up to the task. Oh, I am counting Nebo because it's funny.
Sure.
Also, he got second in Prem, so I mean, how could you not?
Medic's trying to kind of go behind. He's actually causing a lot of havoc. He's going to make everyone go back, and while Davey has actually been doing it. Shutting off the flame. Sort of tried to jump through. Oh, there we go.
Oh, that's just guys in general. There's so much damage off the field. It's like a lot of area in and out on the field as well. That's why the weaknesses of Heavy showed a little bit. Because the rest of the team was long out, but Heavy just can't escape. Jaka tried to hide forward on front wall, but still didn't manage to do it in time. You were still gets popped out really early by the right team, however. That the demo man forward might still be good news in some ways. Bomb to Shin, so they still use for this one actually. Cannot hold this one forever, it looks like, holding no time at all. In fact, it's dead. At least it's a recap, but for how long? The Heavy's up on the field now as well. Everyone's getting baited right in front of him as well. Massive damage dished out, but they're not getting out in time. Everyone's just, they're getting mowed down by the Putas coming back to haunt them.
Yeah, it's so hard to actually focus them down. I actually feel like if they would have ignored the Heavy a bit more in that fight, they would have done better. Because you could really tell like Kiwiel was doing his best to just focus down the Heavy, but I think he should have actually gone for the demo man. Yeah, that's very difficult to know.
Mind you, this is not like a perma-heavy team. This is just something they like to do on co-op. Primarily, obviously, on product, but they still have experimented enough with it on Bagel that they put faith in it now as well. 2 good success, obviously, so far. Like I said, they just kind of rolled them in the regular season on product as well, hence only getting Bagel as the co-op map this time around. On 5CP would not be surprised if we see a whole lot less heavy, I suppose. I mean, Bajaka himself still Highlander scouted hard, I suppose, so as much as he kind of plays a little bit of everything that game mode, including heavy, he has a scout, so don't be worried. If the game demands a scout, if they need someone else going deep on scout, they will do it. They have no qualms switching classes here.
But heavy is so good in these kind of horrible situations because you can't jump in a soldier very easily and just suicide onto the medic, you know? Like you actually have to get in deep and take a proper fight, otherwise you're just gonna get pelted down. And oh my god, did you bring any pause with you? God damn you, dum-dum.
For anyone who wasn't watching my stream, it is the 4th pause I've seen today. In an hour and a half, baby, it never ends. The pain never stops. We can only hope that it won't be too long of one as well, but it's who's to say. I'm trying to scan if I see a disconnect. I don't know if I can right now, so we'll see what the pause was for in a minute. I don't know. I mean, if you get like forward held by a heavy and you don't know what you're doing, then thinking about it for a little bit here while you have the time on the pause might not be a bad idea. But also, they've played these guys before on Corf Week as well, so I mean, what did you expect to happen? I guess, right? Like, I guess it's that difficult to get practice for this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And again, we'll see this more in D4, but like, you got to be prepared anyway. It was bound to happen.
Yeah, the thing is, it's pretty unusual for anyone to play Bagel anything other than like just completely cookie cutter. It's every single team I've ever seen don't even bother to try out sniper, and in effect, I don't see any other off-class. I haven't seen any engineer. I haven't seen any heavy. This is the first time I see any kind of significant off-classing.
That's not true. You watched the 1-4 semifinals on my stream the other day. You saw like some of that, at least.
I don't
not
remember
a whole lot.
any of it.
What do you mean? It was the most memorable game. I like how people are adding production to tell that a beat is mic volume is low, and little do they know who is production.
Yeah. I didn't have time to set it up. Like my things literally weren't working before, so I don't know how to make it loud. I don't know how to boost the mic in OBS. I have no idea. I'm just sorry.
For anyone who was on my stream, real quick, I guess over the time on my stream a second ago, it was end score 3-1 for Matic's team. So those guys won in the end. So it was a tie. Technically, it is a 4-2, whatever. But that's a tie. We all know it. And 6 is a 4-2 is like always a tie basically, unless the rare circumstance of like double golden cap win. That never happens. So yeah, usually 4-2 might as well be a tie. It's a better tie for some teams than others, but still.
Oh, we're back.
Yeah, we'll see how much time was left before the pause. Not a whole lot, I think. Yeah, 30 seconds for 3 steps back. And like you said, they had forward heavy. Just sit there in front of them, be really annoying. Make it really difficult to take space as well. Do lose Manic quite quickly. David blows himself up with his pipes too. Lieber does get forced very early. It looks good in theory, but they still have such a small margin for error to actually bring any of this back. At least to get some space now to make it happen. Manic or Maverick just get caught in the crossfire right away. Body blocked by a soldier, taken down. This beats as well. You want to see them ignore heavy when the time allows for it. This time around, certainly was there. 5 entry kills, can just hunt down the last few players. And just let the heavy sit there without backup.
He's unkillable, this heavy. Just actually. He's still alive. He's kind of playing the flank. It's pretty unusual. Kind of like it in a boosting stage.
Okay, blue team still can't really let the point go to waste anymore. They could technically afford to use it, but they barely so as well. Bomb across from the sidelines. Maverick onto Shinzo, and the scouts were nowhere to be found. One of them died, and Kirill just on point trying to block this thing. Doesn't protect his medic. Leaves the Devilman alone to defend that. Lonely healer, and that's not going to be enough in the end. Matt goes down, barely anything left alive on blue. Red team sneaks it back onto their ground. Does delay some caps, but with this little cap time left to go around, it's probably worth it actually.
Oh no, the soldier bonked his head.
There it is. Sometimes you don't have to delay spawns at all, and on Bagel's cap time, it's a lot more common to see people get away with it too. And there you go. Very dominant first round by 3 steps back. Again, reminder, these guys 3-0'd their opponents on product in regular season. Didn't go so well on 5TP, they did lose that one, so we'll see if it keeps going well for them long term here. But I mean, going up a map, always a good start. Not quite there yet, only up a round. Need to get 2 more to get to the 3 rounds required to win this match. But if it ain't broke, don't fix it. We bring the heavy back to the mid fight and see what they can get away with. They're trying to rush the flank that the heavy isn't covering, but for mixed results, trade out soldiers, try to get early cap time, just abuse as much freedom as the heavy's allowing you to get. Not trying to deal with it as much as you
spot that he's found.
can.
Just like shooting out of his eyeballs.
That's just heavy. It doesn't make any sense when you're spectating it ever. Just always looks wrong.
Yeah,
Try to maybe get something. Should get something on the Manic flank, that doesn't quite happen. I mean, it's very unfortunate one. They had so much cap at the beginning of blue, but it's just all gone to waste now.
Yeah, just a nice little stick trap. Manic's going to jump in, hits a nice rocket onto the soldier. If they go in, that probably makes some headway. They decide to stay back though. Just take it easy.
But how do you take an exchange now into the other team, having Uber and a heavy in the back? Do you just try to force the Uber onto that guy, or do you like try to exchange anything here? They keep trying to double flank left side from NAP's perspective, and it's not really doing it. Luca dies this time around as well. Does not succeed what they tried to get something going, and it's just Captain at least getting out of this, but probably not enough to matter here as the big damage coming through already. Davey gets dropped, or double drop actually. Cyrus going down as well. Bit of an awkward one there, but Uber still comes out with a bomb at the end from Manic. Gets the damage going anyway, and this Uber is just doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, I actually kind of like the idea of when the enemy has a heavy, you just spam out the heavy, you know? It's so easy to spam them across this map.
They're not making it easy though, with Bajaka just constantly in the corner, sitting there like barely hittable for people as well. Make it annoying. Like, they have to address them, they make it hard to do it. It's a bit of a awkward position they force their opponents to play around with, and it's working out so far more than it is. Now the Uber just gets them instantly. They didn't anticipate the push whatsoever at all. Scout's just spinning circles, trying not to get hit, and congratulations, you survived, but will it matter? You need to get in quick.
Demo Man's in as well, just immediately goes down. They want this medic though. Habina does get taken down actually with the skill stick at the very end there. Luca Enderman, oh my god, Axe is going to get 2 more. It's just Mavic left. He should win this fight, but the really nice... Oh my god, he's still alive!
Oh my god. The pre-self-splash nerf, that would have killed him. Guaranteed. He would have just blown himself up at some point. I guess he just takes himself out eventually, but little does it matter. Well, strongest diff-free soldier of Charon brought them at least an even newer situation if nothing else, so that might help a little bit here long term, but for now the points to get traded out. Red Spawn just a bit quicker, but they're waiting for that as well. Cyrus immediately gets the damage going they needed, and there you go. That's the maybe one last ditch effort, not enough. Cyrus gets one more. I mean, if you're not spending any time calling as Cyrus does, then you just have more time fragging, I guess. And that's not even a joke, he really just is not talking.
Yeah, neither am I guess. Yeah, Habina's just survived there on very low HP. Can be really nice. They've actually done a good job of warding off the stickies on the right side, so they should be able to break through pretty easily.
Alright, we'll see how it goes. Stickies all over the place, need to be careful around those, but going well so far. Flank heavy once again, I mean, try if he might. Oh, Davy's hitting so much damage across the point, and that's just going to be enough. I guess the heavy alone just covers the flank. There's enough damage coming through. Luca, former double main on Soldier now this season, gets the damage going pretty quickly. Force out right away. Bluebird does still cover on the flip side, and they lost one going in initially, of course, for the Force. Need to make up for it late into this fight. Take a while to kill the medic, makes him a bit of a sitting duck on point, trading out some kills. Heavy blade can still deny space. Bomb in there. Beautiful stuff as well, and it's just a big old mess after all of it. Blue team really weak though, at least they're cleaning up, but it will still be a bit of a slow back approach to point. Good damage helps out with that a lot, trying to just rush down the heavy before beam time is even there again. Bit of a difficult fight to take, I would say. If the heavy sees you coming, then you don't have a beam with you, you just are eating the little bit of damage you take to die there. Lose one more in the end, but it's fine. They're actually delaying for this one too.
Yeah, set up all the sticky traps, see what they can do. And they just want to wait this out, see if they can delay them as much as possible. There is actually time for a suicide wave if they really want to go for it. But I suspect they're just going to go for a normal push.
We'll see. I feel like the only time they would switch to Scout on this map if it's like into go double overtime and you just need someone to go point quick. But for now, they have the time to just roll out a heavy again. Take the fight with the, well, only 3 heavy, 300 damage class, I guess, not 450. There's not much time to get a full buff going, and heavy a lot of time here as well, otherwise the beam is not spent on anyone else. Still, gets them to point anyway, forces people back quite quickly. They're using, Sabina's just eating spam though, Chan from the flank, the last one still shooting in rockets. Kind of just idly minding his own business on the flank, and it's working out perfectly for them.
Yeah. And you know what happens when I put my mic really up close to my my mouth?
Can't you like somehow boost it otherwise? Is that not a thing?
Yeah. No, my mic is really bad. Okay. Key wheel. Oh, he could have gone for the head. Okay, we're gonna just that's gonna take down the Jack. A nice little recap. Time is pretty even here, and key wheel might go for it. Oh, Manic.
There we go.
Shit, so
Gets the kill. That's huge from Manic as well. Resident Altitude champion right alongside Gel, who we saw in Prem. Unfortunately, don't have like a fantastic season, right? They got last in the end, but played Prem. Individually good performances on that team, of course. But yeah, both parts of the UGC, or the GTC, sorry, ETF2L Altitude championship team are doing quite impressive this season. I mean, it was still a Prem debut for Gel after all, and for Manic it's going to be still a very good chance of just winning Division 2 here after all, and in the lead on the map so far. Not so much in the round, but such a close margin, this Uber advantage. With this little time left, you get enough kills, it just wins you the round here, and they're looking for that as well. Opting to use fairly early, just seeing people in front of them. It's solo scout, difficult to chase there. Do need the kills badly. They're struggling finding Eddie, Charanduka, Enderman, and there we go, Kajal all going down at the same time. Finally the kills come through. Had to chase really deep, but they're gone for quite a while, and 6 seconds left on the timer. 5 second spawns does not allow you to slack around. You need to just run on point. First W, Keel's trying, walks past the first one, but can't get past the rest. That Uber just about did enough for 3 steps back, and suddenly they're 2 steps ahead.
Yeah. It's actually a pretty good job there by Manic to just stand in the way of the enemy team. They tried to go forward, but he was just standing there. He got taken down, but at that point it didn't matter anymore. He did a good job. That's going to be 2-0. They're looking pretty comfortable. Just this perma heavy absolutely working out.
Yeah, it's just throwing people for a loop. It's like I said, you can't really practice against this. They've played against him once and they didn't figure it out in time, and it might still continue to be the case just now. And I've seen Balkans have a couple of games on this map, and they've been roller coasters all the way through, so maybe they can still bring this one back a little bit, step up the game last second, but again, making the flank rush happening is so difficult when the heavy is just shooting you down every step of the way. And this time around, getting the early cap, they were looking for the previous few bit fights, but they're not done yet. They're hunting them down late, get anything but the medic. Maybe not what you'd like to see, but it's still good enough to stem the bleeding on the timer, basically get the mid win out of this one, and still get a little bit of forward hold. Different scenario now. We did see forward hold before, but not with Ubers on both ends, so we'll see what they can make happen with their invincibility now.
Yeah, Shinsu survived though, so it's going to be even Uber. They can't just Uber out of here, and that's exactly what they're going to do. The VK Hub going in on the demo man. Counter Uber has not been forced out yet. Still
great position by the heavy as well. Just sits in the sneaky corner there at the flank. No one saw him coming walking into the building because he's just outside basically of the little balcony, and they just walk right into him. Effectively completely unaware to what's going to be happening, and this just did not do enough whatsoever. Didn't find the kills that were badly needed, and suddenly this has turned from forward hold with Uber on both sides to forward hold full disad for the team that is already losing the game anyway.
I see a sniper. That is a counter class to the heavy in general. So it's pretty interesting to see how one thing leads to another here. Heavy doesn't immediately need a headshot, so he's not as healthy anymore. Still going to take 2 more headshots to take him down. Scout takes a headshot as well. So definitely contributing here. Managing to jump in, see if he can get him down, but so far unable to really stem the tide of this push, and here comes
well, an exchange would require 2 parties to be part of this transaction, and Jinzo's just leaving.
Oh, he's
not having any of this. This was a scam deal. We just got added by one of those team accounts and just running away, but get the heavy that's just on the jump pad, having the time of his life bouncing all over the place, but not out of the lobby area, I'm afraid. Here's the where they want to kill so bad. They need these as well. They're actually quite a bit behind already on the timer. Manic at the pack, but also a pipe in his face, goes down at the end anyway. That's everything they need to at least claim the point back. It is still disad, but a bit of good play on the forward hold might just make up for a lot of lost time that they badly need to make up for now.
Yeah, they've been pretty good at actually breaking the forward hold here on 3 steps. I don't know if Cyrus just doesn't over-sticky the door as much, so he's just bouncing around a little bit, but I think he's about to get a scout though.
Oh, missed his timing, I'm afraid, but still delays everyone else quite a bit. They're trying to rush main as well. That one's with fairly mixed results, actually. Luca gets in there, but they still lost the player in the end. Sharon goes down. Kirill is weak. Luca, no health in the backlines. Can't really get much there after he got spotted. And yeah, like you said, I mean, it's worked pretty well for them to get out forward hold, and this is no exception. Get everything sorted pretty quickly, right back to point. They can't fight back much longer. Not without numbers, not without an Uber. Finally, we'll get both things up and running again here. But it's still going to be a bit of an uphill battle now. Timer is still against them, and need to get back. It's at least no forward hold up against him. It's just everyone waiting on point. It does not make things much easier, especially if the pipes are hitting already. Everyone's so weak right away on the blue team. You can't really afford to just sit there weak trying to bait the point time. It's just going to make you have so much of staying power. Need something much more threatening than that. The US not coming out to be that difference maker early, however. Want to hold on for this as much as they can. You got to be careful. Heal up a lot. Give her back to Sniper. Didn't have the greatest impact against the portal so far, and actually we're changing our mind immediately too. Like I said, it's like, you're not expecting snipe on this map. I guess maybe that helps, but they're not trusting it too much on this map. At the end of the day, big damage coming out, finally! The results we were looking for. They're playing really slow for the longest time there, but eventually people make the move, still find kills so late. Kirill hunts down one last player. Took a while to get back from the off-class switch, but right back on Scout when he's needed. Heavy forward. Might just be the time to get the kill. The arrow misses as well. Really clutch for the Scout. Gets that kill going. It's still doable. It's not easy. 2 minutes left on the blue end of this fight. But they have a position that just might make it happen.
Maverick's going to try to bust out here with the rest of the team, but they get shot down. They're going to have to pop their Uber. And so far, Habina is, is just not willing to pop it. But actually, Davey gets 2 kills there right at the very end. The Uber is still so much better here for Shinso, but now there's going to be that it's an Uber situation that they can actually just go for a push. And there's only about 20 seconds.
The control point is being captured.
Okay, that's the cap time for the red team that they need. No one's blocking this, so they will get the point back. Like you said, not much time left. Need to defense a little bit longer. Rush the heavy, trade out a soldier forward. At least he's down now. Even if it costs a bit of time getting 6 going again as well. But they're going deep. They see the heavy down. They're all unleashed all of a sudden. And no one's automatic anymore. Does manage to get to the pack, but the rocket still does more than 80 damage of this distance. Luca gets the kill. Kirill in there does clean up as well, just if it was needed. Helps with the demo man to get them into a just about dual position still. Have Uber, have a forward hold. So it's gonna be a difficult one. They have a full minute left to go after all. And we have the fabled Koff spy, and actually never mind to change up, but we eat a rocket. Nope, we're out of here. Don't like it. Don't want to see it. Back to Scout.
Yeah. It's a silly idea, I guess. Cyrus again has to do that, but they don't really seem to do a whole lot to stop Soldier. Manning actually gets in there, gets Kilo, gets the force out. This is a really nice suicide wave coming out here. Yeah, that's great. As long as Habina's back in spawn, it's all good.
Alright, playing this with as much time as they have still left on red, but if you have this much of a buffer, we might as well take it. How did this heavy get in? How did no one notice, by the way? Oh no, gets the kill too? That's really bad news. That is like endless spawn time for the job compared to the heavy themselves. Bomb onto the point here by the soldiers were not quite point, just out of the forward hold scenario, get themselves busted through pretty quickly. Now it goes to point, can't really stay there very long with the health they have, but again, any threatened cap time they need to react to on blue. If not, it's over more quickly than they can count. However, they're just kind of running away, and only some of them go main. The other half goes back to point right away, but they're waiting for them there with like 3 projectiles at once. Get 3 kills going instantly. And suddenly it might just be all done for Bannick and Maverick hitting rockets in sync. And that's all they need to see. Beautiful stuff there at the end. I thought the flank was going to do it for them, but the soldiers were ready. They did not let them go back to point.
Yeah, really nice push there at the very end. It was, it got down to the wire here, but eventually it was just enough for them to make it work. Oh, I need to show.
Sometimes history repeats itself. They have different maps, same result. 3-0 for 3 steps back once again. We've seen this, what was it? Oh, that was actually just week 7. That's not that long ago, actually, as well. So a bit of a repeat on that part. However, that's the only CoF they're getting. Them's the rules. You now legally allowed 1 CoF game if you really want to in playoffs with how the map picks work out these days, but that's the only one you have. Like, it's good if you have a good CoF, because then you can run away with it against teams that just are worse than you in CoF, I guess, but if the rest of it doesn't matter, and we'll see if this time around they can put up a more of a fight on the 5CP maps coming up tonight. Good performance either way, though. I mean, again, it's one of those where if you're not ready for the strat, it's just a slightly different reskin of like the full product sniper kind of teams, right? If you're not knowing how to deal with it in time, you're just gonna get destroyed.
Yeah, it's always tough when you only have one map to adjust. Like a lot of the things that make some of the best teams and the best players the best is that they have all of this experience to call back on, so they're able to adjust really quickly to even something that looks like a pretty novel situation. They have all these different tricks up in their bag that they can actually exploit and try to solve the problem with, whereas these Deep 2 guys, they really struggle with it.
It's kind of funny because it's like just a bizarro pocket scout strategy if you really think about it, right? Just the guy that sticks with the medic all the time, takes the beam all the time as well. You just, can't chase as much, and you got to leave that to the other scout, but you just so much harder to kill as well, so much harder to deal with, and it's just going to make it a lot harder to actually get past the initial defense early, and it just denied a lot of space for them a lot of the time as well. He did not even do that crazy damage in theory, right? It's not bad logs by any means, mind you, but like, you know, it's not like outstanding numbers in that regard compared to what you might think of like insane scout logs on this map. But it's just very consistently really annoying to get past for your team. And it just mattered. And then the rest of the team just delivered everything they needed to do as well. If you're not having 2 scouts to chase, the soldiers need to step up the game a little bit more. Did exactly what they needed to here to just able to outshine their counterparts just that bit when they have maybe not really that much more freedom, but you know, in theory at least a bit of an easier time not having to deal with heavy all the time that they need to focus down first or avoid really badly.
Yeah, like usually when you play, like the way to counter heavy is to either spam him down if he's too far forward, and if he goes far enough back that you can't really focus him down, then you just jump in onto the medic, and by the time he starts killing you, it's too late and you've already forced the medic, you know?
I understand this is like a 3-0 game, but like, damn, this is like the least medic deaths I've ever seen on a CoF game actually as well. Even in a short game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like 1 seed round. That's maybe not even how it worked out on average, but yeah. Interestingly enough, actually, I just looked at the medic logs as well. Deaths after charge for Shinzo, 3. Half the time they went in, no one was able to leave. And
okay.
That just kind of tells the story more than the rest of the logs, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, they just... Commit. Yeah, they just went in deep and then, like, they just couldn't run away from the heavy. Like, the guy can't chase you, but he still has, like, fairly decent, like, mid-range damage capabilities. If you're not getting out in time, you're just getting munched on. And it showed. It did not help at all. Gets us a big lead going into the first map. Alright, once again...
we're going to see any, like, significant off-classes here in Process? Because Process is a map where you can run at least sniper pretty well.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see some sniping. I wouldn't expect nearly as much heavy. I mean, I didn't see all of the games. I did see a couple. They do still play, you know, 5CP as you would expect for the most part, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see like heavy last pushes. A couple teams try that every once in a while in ETF2L, of course. It has its merits, but it's, you know, if you mess up slightly, it just becomes really bad real quick as well.
Yeah,
like you gotta actually be good with it.
You know, like if you sit on mid as heavy and you want to help push Spire on second point as heavy, that's a long walk. It takes forever to get there. So yeah, I agree. You're not going to see much heavy here on this map. If we do, it's going to be pretty interesting to see.
Do you think we see any heavies at land this weekend? Maybe this is the meta shift, right? This is what you need to see from now on. It wouldn't be the first land heavies we've seen in history, I guess.
No, like it used to be that, you know, Enigma, founder of teamfortress.tv, whenever they were in a big important match, he would just go heavy at some point, you know.
Since it's become the secret Solenta strat, apparently.
Yeah, it has just never died. It's just, if you're in an important moment, you just put a heavy in a weird spot. And you'll probably win.
Alright, scanning really quickly the logs of the last game they played against each other week 7 on 5CP. It was 5-1, so it was fairly dominant for the Balkans. Fairly fast-paced game. Most rounds were over in like less than 5 minutes actually. Like 2 like 5ers, 3 like 2-minute ones. 1 big stalemate in the middle somewhere. So a fairly fast-paced game overall. Hopefully we'll see someone better here as well. For what it's worth, I don't think any blame can go to the Merc. Obviously, Sharon did really well overall. Got thrown into a pretty difficult situation against a playstyle that he's probably never seen before, quite frankly. So that's just like a very thankless job given to him right now. Yeah. In some ways. And what he's supposed to do, you didn't even play them last time they played against this team.
These guys gotta be rough to deal with that many new things.
Oh, it's gonna be annoying. Yeah. Also, Chad, I need some historians. Is this the first time Kirill has not been on a Russian-speaking team? It might be the second time, but it's like it's one of the first times anyway, if I remember correctly. I remember some of his history over the past few years, and it's been mostly Russian-speaking teams as far as I know.
Yeah, good for him, branching out. I like.
Yeah, I just know like at the beginning of the year or something, he started playing like Parks a lot as well. So, been on team with him 2 seasons ago. Damn, I guess it's the second one.
Alright, exposed. Got him. Good job, chat.
I mean, at least it's not been many. So I do remember some things at least.
Do you think we're going to see more medic deaths on that? Because
I'd be surprised if we don't, honestly. There's not a heavy next to one all the time now, I would imagine.
Yeah, it's so much harder to actually prevent soldiers and scouts to get onto a medic. It's not the hardest map in the world to escape like get out of choke and get back to last on medic on mid fights. It's not that difficult, but still, it's a long walk. So if you're not very quick to bail, you'll just get chased down real quick.
Similarly, a long walk ahead of Balkans if they still want to win Division 2. Losing up on map 1 does not help whatsoever. 3 steps back. Now 1 step ahead, gets themselves the first map win here. Just needs 1 more between the next 2 maps coming up. Process the first one. You'd have to imagine this is the map Balkans wanted to see, which is a pretty bad sign then if you lose the first guy on the mid fight. Does not help in the slightest, and yeah, they're just leaving. I mean, unsurprisingly, just don't want to have anything to do with this one.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I'm sorry. Go on.
Alright, bombs away. I mean, you guys got to keep momentum up from here. They got the first kill on the soldier, get the scout late as well. It's just a spawner not here quite yet, and the second guy clearly long gone still at that point. Could have only spawning now. Just position on second early. Can't really do much about that. On Balkans just yet have to fall back last right away. It's not the momentum swing they would like to see. At least have time to set up a little bit of defense here. Gun gets hastily put up as well. Snap in the back, trying to just deny people peeking deep, if nothing else, while the gun's being built. Can't just sit there, spam the gun with a sniper staring you down. Lets them have at least level 1. Put with dispenser for the medic. Just the bare minimum to have some defensive through line on this last hold. It might just work out pretty well, because look at that, they're still trying to peek against all of this anyway. They get the gun for it, but barely so. Maybe just about escaping too. Could have gone a lot worse.
Yeah, like as long as you get your demo man out, you're pretty much okay. Like if he gets picked off, then you can't lock down the doors and you're gonna have soldiers on your medic really quick. Yeah, didn't go too bad.
Alright, well, quick rounds kind of not happening for the time being at least. We'll see if the Div 2 teams have what it needs to break these stalemates. However, that's going to be a whole lot of a different skill set now tested than what we've seen just a second ago. Will take a little bit more finesse, I would imagine, and Kirill has it. Manic needs to step up to the task, I guess, but not giving up a chance, or not trying to stay in lobby while they're 1 down, I would imagine.
Yeah, and here we go. The soldiers, they can absolutely get out now. The soldier is already in on your medic. Beams does a good job of actually shelling him down immediately there, but yeah, you see exactly what I was talking about. Lose your demo man, you're gonna have soldiers on you.
Well, defends them for now, keeps them locked on the second point. Time now, however, on the red team to finally make some moves. Got themselves a lot of time wasted losing just someone to the sniper right away. Manic needs to make up for that with some shots being hit, but he didn't charge that one. The heavy, or the soldier, sorry, has 200 or 150. He has the time to hit the second one. Most frustrating to people not charge against soldiers. They're not going to die to quick scope here. Angle still working out, trying to get some more damage. The gun needs to go down first, however. Spam's doing just that. Peeking deep, have a player in. Bean striking hard. Dispenser armor! There it is!
It's not enough. He just got on the wrong side of it. Now we're going to have this.
And they already got a kill on Cyrus instantly on that Uber pop as well. Just right in on it, just try to get onto point and just force the hands. There you have it, that's the round right there. Habina on not Uber Saw or the Funny Skull, so that's, you know, do not try this home try, do not use these melee weapons. Although I guess he's winning with it and not having used its secondary effect 1, so who am I to judge?
Yeah, he's just so much better than us, no doubt about it. See, he's fast on these rollouts. Dave's pretty fast. He's gonna get punished for it.
Well, mostly because he just doesn't want to fight anymore. He just leaves to get an arrow instantly as well. Gives Cyrus a bit of space here, and can't really make use of it too much as well. But any attempt to focus him down just ends in so much damage in return. They're trying to focus down the devil, and they're all getting melted for it instantly. Cyrus just playing Living Vein, and it's working perfectly for the blue side. And as fast as we lost the first round, they might just get traded around back to 1-1, even faster than that.
Yeah, this is exactly what you want to do down all match. You know, just get a quick one in just to prove the access. Maybe I'm getting a little bit too far forward and ahead of myself here. They still need to get this cap out, but this is looking real good.
A little more of this, and we have a real game on our hands. Here's the off classes coming out on the 5CP map. Unsurprisingly, Sniper Engineers see that a lot on this last one, seen it previously before as well. No quick snipes this time around as well, but who cares? The flash is not there for the soldier that needed it. Just lose a guy on entry basically, and that's just really all they're trying to do as well.
Pretty sad. Such a good opportunity wasted here. They could actually just push out here and 3 steps back. take 2 steps forward first, I suppose. And looks like they're going to be able to exactly get second. There's not that much contest. It's just going to be
How is Beans not getting punished for this? He missed like shooting a sticky he was walking over, took like 120 damage. And then everyone just tries to still kill the medic, which of course you do, I guess, but that would have been the easiest scout kill to begin with, and it's just not happening now. Beans still alive, can take the beam all the way from second into mid. Spawn not here yet on both sides for that matter. However, a lot of them just arriving for Balkans. Are they fighting back? They don't have V-Build quite yet either. It's just cutting a little too close, I think, for Comfort to really keep up position like really far back on the midpoint. They're just letting that one go to waste for the time being. Let them have this one back. It looked so promising for Balkans at the start of the round. Where has it all gone wrong now?
Beans is posturing as if he wants to take some sort of trade. I was kind of expecting some soldiers to come flying in behind him. So far, Mavic and Manic, they're playing it slow. Mavic is fully buffed, so he can definitely go for a jump if he wants to. Let's see if that's actually the case.
Oh, there's the bomb coming through. At least one play is happening already. Not gonna quite succeed. Manic going down pretty quick. And actually what they had, no other play that might have been in the making really comes through in the end. Not gonna stop Bagel from trying anyway. Just see the demo up close, try to get that damage going first. Trade once more. For the kill onto Davey. Manic getting caught in crossfire as well, obviously. Initially just makes the numbers be good enough to just keep going, right? They got 2 kills. Double down on the medic. Lose 3 in the end. That's still a bit scary, often considered, but it might just be enough. They're not falling back anyway. They don't want them to take all the space on second all that easily, but you gotta cut your losses at some point. And they're doing it a little too late. They're still seeing someone sneak up to the medic, have to force really far back. And it's gonna be hard chasing anymore. They get to get it forced, they get Maverick as well. It's still numbers add into this point. That might still work out actually as well, especially since Sabina just does not have anymore. If they ran any faster, it might have been fine, but it's not even that much advantage out of the whole scenario after just trying a bit too badly to get the Uber out of the other team.
Davey dying there though, it's a really big deal. The doors are just completely open now for a full-on push into the second point. They are starting to hold strong on Spire, but that's a very bold place to hold when you're that.
Alright, push into second, instantly met with 2 casualties as well. First order at least goes down quick. Second one still puts up a bit of fight, but that's just no explosive damage other than the demo left anymore. Trade out one more. Sharon's trying to make space, but with the medic going down, it's exactly what they needed to see. Who cares if they lose 3 themselves? They got exactly what they wanted. Brilliant stuff from Balkans. Maybe not a quick push out of this one, but they still have plenty of time. It's not too much of a worry yet on the clock. Great stuff from the Merc, I suppose. Do they have any other lasting resistances on the second point? Sometimes you see the funny high bomb, maybe someone hiding in a corner. At least the sticky trap by points somewhere. You gotta have something to test them a little bit, but beyond that, I think it might just be time to go to last.
It looks like Mavic might want to jump here, but no, he just spammed all his runs. He's not. This is just going to be an easy second point. No real resistance. This is a sticky trap on the point.
I get 2! Oh no.
Oh my god, that's so good.
Premier blind there too. Just falling back, was already way on last. Just sees, oh, that's Captain. Yeah, now's a good time. Surely someone's gonna walk over it. Then no one cleared them, right? I mean, the guys that went point aren't clearing them. Who else will?
Yeah,
turns out no one.
Yeah, they just might have been able to tell. I couldn't quite. You know, I have wall hacks on, so I can see a little bit more than the players, but there was definitely a player looking at the sticky trap before it got dead.
Well, seeing things and, you know, knowing it's in front of you are very different concepts.
Yeah, perceiving is not the same as seeing, I suppose. It's very true. We have a sniper on both teams here. Let's see who wins the sniper.
Yeah, a little bit of a sniper switch as well. It was key real so far, Kajal, but now to pick up the rifle. Let's see. No team has been looking like utterly convincing in these damages so far. Obviously 3 steps back has got stuff out of it, but still took quite a while. So we'll see if the other side can at least step up to that level, right? Get the snipe and then instantly convert of that as well. That's what you like to see. Not just like get a snipe and then, I guess we try to push deeper with the sniper and then you just don't until the spawner comes in and it didn't matter that you got the first kill. 3 steps back was pretty good, making the sniper kill be used to actually take position before. That's what you need to have. And it's just not that of Bagels just yet, right? They got a kill and they're just now taking lobby.
Yeah, they haven't really been very aggressive with it. Jago's actually getting some headshots right now.
Oh, landing all
third in a row. Look at that. Just popping off.
a lot harder to play confident with the sniper sideline in your favor. If you just are the ones getting taken weak with the opposite sniper as well, does not let you take much position whatsoever. Just good news for 3 steps back. If this has to go for the next 3 minutes, I'm sure they're content with doing it. But before that point, Bakens will have to try something, otherwise this was just a lot of time wasted and never getting back.
Okay, not doing much here on Sniper so far. It's gonna drop down. Actually, you might get the drop on the Sniper here. Yeah, nice little time there out there. It's gonna open up the lobby here for some sort of games, I suppose.
And deeper and deeper angle for Kajal. They know there's someone in the corner over there, and they're hitting the shot right away. Maverick going down. Numbers just keep dwindling. Can keep threatening his sideline a little bit more. They're all bunching up on one end of this fight, trying to just get past the players holding close, but with the position they have right now, it's not gonna get them past the spam all that easily. Everyone's like doing damage, they're eating just as much as on Mordo, trying to even get there, and the 3 step back knows that very well. Keeps up the spam. That moment steps in while the soldiers fell back, and just one more pipe gets a kill out of that. Sniper taken care of, no one's gonna peek deep anymore, and even if they did, it's not gonna matter that much if they're not having the hit scan to get past everything as well. Have to otherwise get past the gun. Not really too happy to try that just yet, and once again, unlike their counterparts, unlike 3 steps back, Bakens just isn't getting to spam the gun nearly as much. It did look a whole lot more immediately threatening on like multiple ways on the red team's last push attempt than it did by blue so far.
We've got a spy play going on, and it's the stock watch. You can't sit in the corner forever here, Dom Tom. We're gonna see some action real soon.
That's good for the viewing experience. Good for the viewing experience. I don't know if it's good for them, but gets behind at least. The timer runs out just generously enough that you get over here. No one's looking for that just yet, but they're still looking around, and with solar trades happening, are you going in with one down? I guess they're trying. There's something happening. The gun gets sad while soldiers jumping in. That sounds good. They're trying to make as much space of this as they can. Turn some heads as well, and decent damage. Just getting that with the Habina will just go down. The Cyrus was not even on last anymore, but the Sticky did enough damage to just make him fall to his death regardless. And there you go. Who cares? The spy is not killing anyone. He's just turning heads.
He is even killing someone. He just did enough distraction as that totally worked out. Got the sentry gun zapped. People walked in. Got the pressure. The drop. That's going to be 1-1.
There you go. Babina just didn't react in time, right? The demo wasn't it anymore, and the last Sticky still did enough damage to make him fall to his death. Will be taken down, and at that point it should be pretty easy, even with the spy in the field. That guy still can do damage, maybe not as much as the scout or soldier, but you can still have impact, and really it's the sap that mattered. I guess if you struggle with spam on the gun, just you gotta get that thing down another way. And with that, turn heads as well, distracted people, worked it quite nicely, gets this fight up again, took quite a while. Still have enough time to bring this back the whole way though, if only the mid-fight works out. However, early damage by the red team just shut down anyone trying to take red crate on the blue team. Bakens losing one right away, and it looks like they don't really like the position any more than that. At least called it quits early, which makes this not as big an L as it should be, maybe from 3 steps back perspective, but it still might just stay an L. Ooh, actually it will turn around actually. This is an inverted Waluigi L now, as they're just losing players in red all of a sudden, trying to peek deep, and the demo man's getting so weak. Instant damage by the Bakens, and they're just not letting them just sit in front of choke uncontested. Get that going, get a force, and Shinzo has no need to use early against any of this.
Yeah, that was actually such a good play that like, just walked in, got the force out just by threatening the demo man. I'm almost debating whether or not the medics should have just... Oh my god, key heal. Oh my god, that sneak trap was definitely called. That's pretty bad. I guess you can tell Sharon isn't on the team. Because, yeah, normally you don't walk into that thing called. Yeah, Davey just turning things around.
Oh, they're using so early, actually.
On a soldier as well.
Yeah, Shinzo was like barely taking damage. Maybe they thought it was more threatening than that. Maybe they thought people were closer, but it's not doing anything in the end. And these guys are on the team, and still the comms are just kind of feeling messed up a little bit.
Yeah, it's not pretty right now, that's for sure. Cyrus does have some good sticky trap that could definitely catch some players out. No, they've been smart as well. Not that that always stops people from walking into them, I suppose. But this is looking real good. As soon as Maverick jumps in, he should be able to lock out every single jump. Yeah,
he had another one like on the ledge leading up the stairs towards point. But it was like 2 stickies. The medic actually ate those too, but it just wasn't lethal from that distance. Savina will be fine, can pop the last instead, get Chan right away, gun goes down, double scout on point, one beam, the other one gets cap time, and the second they kill one of them, Medic just takes it into their own hands, clutches out the last little bit of seconds they needed there. On the cap itself, you can shoot those scouts, you can't take down the Medic at the end. 3 steps back, 2 on the lead, out on halfway point through map 2.
Really nice push there, just riding that momentum all the way into last. Really nice, not a comeback, but just way to get into control of the map. Again, both soldiers are jumping really quickly, but they're not like jumping into each other. They tend to take their own side of the high ground.
The control point is being captured.
Alright, attempt for the Blues gets killed, and Kidram tried to control the high ground there a little bit, need backup by the soldiers, but the soldiers are in time, coming in just barely in time to save their lives here. Trade out one more, nice rockets by Sharon and Luca for that matter. Did not allow them to take back the position they wanted on the high ground, and it's working out for Balkans. Defend the high ground really, really aggressively on this mid fight, but it's working out in the end. And
they're on the wrong
what you look
side
at,
of Tom.
yeah, that happens so often. This rotation meta that has like started happening the last like year or so, like heavily, is just makes winning positions so much better.
Oh, they got second point as well. They're just going to run into last. There's a sentry gun in there, but it's not going to be long for this world. This is such a chaotic push, and they might have actually overextended it a little bit.
The blue team scout did pretty well. They didn't just feed into last. They went like looking for people that were running to last themselves to try to get back in time and just like position themselves right behind people that ran away from them. Got those kills at least, but the rest of the team struggling a lot more now. Like you said, just took a while to get past the gun, let alone anything else, and that's where it falls apart now. I guess just a bit split on who they wanted to focus, and would you just run to last, you just like hunt down the people running towards last with you, and they just kind of split up a bit too much in the end to take one good fight instead it was 2 messy ones. It's not working out. Suddenly 3 steps back in a pretty good position. It's not a big advantage, mind you, but it's second back early, and maybe still some time before the blue Demoman's up that they can abuse. They're trying to, but they're not letting them on Balkans as well. Just going to throw people into BC. Soldier Scout running in, already got 1 drop from the beam. They're not dropping anyone else. But the Uber is not any much better for it in the end. Just popping out the Demoman and literally nothing else, and with nothing else left standing. Yeah, they can't stay here now. It's just not happening.
No, it's a full with this ad. They have to go back to land, see if they can get a sentry up. This might even be a time to maybe go for a pyro or something. It's not that good of a class on process. You have to perfectly guess what entrance they're going to come in from, but I think it's worth taking a big chance right now in this kind of situation on defense.
Alright, gun up, sniper up, everything you would like to see on your last hold. Is it going to be enough, however? Balkans will try anyway. Gun goes down pretty quick. That's the left side dealt with. Everyone on the right side high ground is just like left unprotected, so there's no flank coming in early for any of this, so you have to grind this out. There's a long way around now too. But if the damage isn't working out immediately at point, and I don't know what that one, damage really good by Cyrus, however, there might just be enough bombing by Charon. Kajal's team's up, and the flank maneuver finally is coming in. The pin shot from left and right coming in so late, but it's so good once it's happening. They took the 3 times to get everyone in position, but the bombs to scout over the point off Cyrus's damage works out perfectly.
That was a real nuke there from Cyrus, just absolutely destroying the point. Really nice job by him. And I feel like a lot of demos would have switched to pipes in that situation, but he absolutely did the right thing, which is relying on his stickies to to bait people onto the point and then just detonating them when they go. Really nice, simple TF2 that way.
Yeah, you don't need funny new strategies that no one was seen before, like heavy on product, or Bagel for this matter. Sometimes you just need to play, you know, the good old strategies really, really well. Gets them at least tied up again. It's already a lot better process performance by 3 steps back than it was in their week 7 matchup before playoffs. But it's not quite yet enough, it looks like. Still need a little bit more, and it's maybe happening. They're trying to defend high ground there. It's going to be a trade in the end. It's got for Soldier, not what they like to see, but Real's keeping up position there. Gets one more Soldier taken down. And yeah, just pushing over the point with it instantly as well. Cyrus not letting go of the W key and hitting everything forward. The second they're going forward, it's just a complete bloodbath on the point.
That was a fast 4K top. Just everyone just all of a sudden very quickly down. Oh, Maverick actually got the forward spawn and he jumped down to see if he can get someone. Oh, he gets that shot. Oh,
someone died on that bomb. It's not the result he wanted, I think.
I mean, it was a suicide play, and you know, in that way he was successful. He definitely suicided.
Alright, well, big reward once again for Balkans. Maybe they're picking up some steam now. I mean, maybe map 1 wasn't the warmer play wanted, but it's, you know, we're heating up a little bit. Temperatures rising and they're all in on left right away. Gun goes down quick. This time it's the right side push, not left side. That's what the gun is. Get the pyro caught in crossfire as well. Did not deny anyone's entrance whatsoever. Difficult to make that happen much on this map when there's so many doors.
Yeah.
It's just people can take. Yeah, it's just hard to make work, but easy on these smaller maps a lot of the time. It's just got to get them immediately taken down, and everyone's running to point definitely, but they're not beating out the blue players on the cap itself. Again, they're trying different strategies, but this time around it's not working quite enough, and Balkans are bringing it back.
They're in front for the first time. They lost the first map pretty damn convincingly, but now they're making a real fight of it. I love this. It's a bit of a comeback story going on here. Let's go to a third map here, Dom.
Maybe so, but there's still quite a bit of time left. However, Balkans get just 2 quick ones like this. Just now was... this map won't last much longer than these 9 minutes at all. Let's see how it goes. Once again, trying to rotate as well. Medic gets the bomb to the medic. Hits so much damage. They're just following up on that. Nothing else matters. They have 140 damage on the medic. You just get that kill and try to run. However, Reno's running a little late, unfortunately. Still gets caught in the end. They need to settle with that, I guess, though. I mean, still a winning mid fight after all said and done.
Spawn camp. This could definitely work. This is a pretty unusual thing.
What's Chinzo on sniper?
Oh,
Why?
He suspected it? Yeah, but
The control point is being contested.
I don't know why he wasn't sniper. He could have just gone pyro or something and checked.
Oh, okay, well that just happened. What, like one of those movies now?
We have secured the
What? I mean, if it was an advantage before, it is now. What's that, like 40 yet? Yeah, we take those.
Yeah, well, they just have to hold last for 8.5.
No, Shinzo just wants this game to be closer, okay? You need to understand, this is throwing for content, chat.
What an entertainer.
You love to see it. Just the narrative is spicing up as we go. Big Uber coming in. They look good until last, so I'd be surprised if they mess this up, but crazy things have happened. There's still a full setup and a heavy, in fact, as well, actually.
Yeah, got a nuke spawn. Force everyone back. If they can just play the point now, this is what they're never gonna try. And yeah, gonna get a scout on it. Just immediately brings around back.
Yeah, sometimes you don't need something, you know, crazy or anything like that. Just invincible people forcing people back. I think Davey like did 400 damage between the demo and the heavy trying to escape to Shudder. They can't fight back until they're like healed up and rotating to a different door, and then at that point they just got to cap them already. Nothing much they can do at that door. There's still invincible people waiting as well. They're just really quick to take any bit of space for 3 steps back that they wanted. Tied up right away. Anyone gets 2 more rounds, it is done and over on this map. Maybe the match will end at that point as well. 3 steps back want to take it here. I mean, some more like what we've just seen would be boding pretty well. And there we go. Maverick Manic going deep for the medic. Get that kill, sure. That's also kind of all they get. Oh, it's just the mirror of last map. Both teams go for the medic, but one team tries maybe a little too hard to get that kill. Ends up losing everyone. Going for the one important kill.
Yeah, Luca and them in there got a really nice ball. Perfect cleanup. Everyone was just distracted. Got it perfectly. I love how just absolutely paranoid Maverick is walking out of that spawn. They've had so many instances of people just walking forward when it comes to the trap finding.
Yeah, they're trying to fight back on second. Getting a little closer, but they're beating out most people to actually take position. Despite this much cap, and barely anyone was actually there. Rest of the squad aside from the guy capping. Just a little late to get onto the second point. Getting this much back at least. 47 minutes left on the clock. And a 3-3 scoreline is coming down to the wire. But at least Balkans have some map control to help them out to take the next round, and they're trying to make this count as much as they can, already peeking in, and they're just exchanging. They just want to put the Uber forward.
Cyrus is so in.
Oh, they're a little too in as well. No one has to beam anymore when it matters.
I didn't see, did you just launch them with like 3 stickies?
Yeah, he just went so fast off the beam, and while he's landing, the beam is just not with him anymore. 3 steps back, well, like considering contesting the point. They were really far back, but they didn't want to leave, and you see those people flying high velocity. What are the odds? I'm not gonna... What?
No,
how is that lethal?
Oh, I think you just died to like pistol spam and fall damage. That's tragic. You could just walk onto a med kit as well. One is a bit fancy.
Ooh, we're trying to rotate around the long way through from the flank just to avoid these bombs. Might not have been that bad in theory, in practice. It's a lost one anyway. Both survived, it would have been huge as it is. It's still a bit close here, but Bean's overextending. Trying to get these kills a bit too badly. At least the second scout all alone on the high ground. And that little tiny rotation there into the flank instead of running back the full distance of the second point actually worked out pretty nicely for them. They didn't find them in time.
Mavericks somehow surviving that with 5 HP. Gonna be able to limp out there and make it so that his team is not that far behind men-wise. They should be able to hold on to this second point, or at least put up a fight. They are still about 50% away from having it. So they could still be forced to retreat, but...
The gun on second? No, they're just running past it. They don't care. They just want to get behind them. It's gonna work. It's just 2 scouts. It's a bit awkward because they lack the splash. Where's the splash? They take so long to get the gun, but they're still getting there in time. Blowing up at least the medic, but also just... Is anyone surviving? Shinzo ran out early, surprisingly, despite being that far in. Actually, at the end, he's the one getting out. That gun actually was huge. They like thought they did the right thing, like getting... Okay, we don't give up that. We're just going past them with scouts behind, right? But you just can't nuke down a shutter down as easily without the bombs coming through, because how are they getting in? There's still a gun!
Yeah, it's so annoying. Just pushing them off. And yeah, like, it still works if your scouts just hit every single shot, but yeah, Habina just gave him the slip, he just danced on him. Took forever to kill him. And then they were just in way deep there with not enough support and they got taken down. So it actually ends up being a pretty even situation overall. Like, Ubers are basically even. So you can't really push off of it. A very weird situation to get us to this point.
Oh, it's been a weird game, and the weird times don't stop just yet. 4 minutes left, or else we go to overtime, and then we have a whole lot of time to figure out who wins this one, but both teams probably still very keen to try to avoid that as much as possible. The witness doesn't end though. Soldier trade on the flank does not help anyone. Big, oh, Maverick's trying so badly to deny this entrance. He does decent damage, I guess, with the rest of the team, but he's the one trying to go deep, and that's just getting him caught before anyone else. Taking the sweet time right now, just having to heal up on blue. It did waste decent amount of time at least. With this little time left. Any second counts, I suppose. Trying to work with the distraction. Everyone's on 0. We're just getting through choke. Sending everyone in. Scout follows through as well. They want this damage so bad, but they're not hitting enough on Tuyabina. Once again, just making it really hard to get taken low. And they hoped so badly this was going to work. They were happy to send 3 in, but it's just not going to do it.
The control point is being captured.
Plowing in. Take this midpoint. Just basically eating all the spam in the world, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's so much more. I'm going to take mid. And now we're back to where we were before, just with the team swapped. And looks like Davy's gonna try to take this this sewer area. Maybe they can use that to get some sort of launch, soldier launch going.
Okay, once again, like you said, things have just swapped directions, and so are the ideas now as well. We're just trying to get some damage in from the sewer side entrance a little bit. But a whole lot less aggressive on either side for that matter. A little tame on red to throw damage in, just a couple stickies flying through, a bit of a soldier spam. But also not like big bombs coming out until really late. It's not going to be enough as well, and it's certainly not from the defending team any bombs just yet. Until maybe now. The Knight managed pretty nicely though, so that still could be a chance taken. Lucas trying to go fast, right into the midpoint, right in front of the medic, but doesn't hit a ton of it either. They're trying to double down anyway, and that much is going to look a lot more threatening. It's still not going to be enough though. Challenges can't clean up of the damage that Luca never was able to deal. He died before he could really do anything, and the Chan played of that like the medic was on 5 HP, but that guy was on 150 waiting for a second bomb just to be able to dodge that one too. And now they can just go deep before they even pop, and Cyrus getting dropped too. It just makes it so much worse. What are they going to even do with this Uber? It's a slightly later one. They could stay a little bit more aggressive maybe, but not for long, because they're just going to get outnumbered anyway. Kajal down right away. There's 2 soldiers lurking left and right, trying whatever they can get on this post Uber, but it's just nothing coming to fruition. So much damage being dealt on every single player, but not enough on a single one to kill even anything.
Yeah, and they're about to come in here now. They're not even going to wait for them to do anything. Okay, Scout's going to dive onto it. Oh, they didn't clear the stickies quite well enough here. But it might still just not even matter here. The point prep is too strong.
It's still doable to get around, but it needs to be an insanely fast one. We had a couple of quick ones, but still, this is 110 from respawn. This is going to be cutting it incredibly close. This has to be a massive roll. Almost, I can't help but feel like them fighting back at the end. Almost just made it worse now as well. They lost the round anyway, and they just made themselves have even less time to make the comeback happen. They just have to press W. There's no other choices left for the Balkans. This has to just be all in all at once. Try to get the kills right away. They're getting really capped on the red team. They're not sure what they want to do. They did roll out normally, but they end up actually not going forward whatsoever.
Yeah,
they're pulling a bit of the memes, but Is it going to be enough? Trying to just send people deep. Luca goes down early. Cyrus with some good damage. Is really weak himself, but he's hitting so much. Where's the cleanup from the rest of the team? Everyone's just trading left and right. And it might just not be enough right now. Kajal, last man standing with good health. Anyway, that one on the low ground. Cyrus has no health either. Does get defended. 20 seconds left. The spawns will be there on time for both teams, but they just have to press W, and I'm sure there's going to be like something on last waiting for them. Happily seeing them run in. Heavy already up on the field. It's not time for really a gun or anything. Maybe a pyros, honestly enough, just now. Just deny some projectiles and say GG. But no one's in, and they just don't have beam time to get themselves forward. No one has heals to take the early position they needed. And that's just going to be it. 3 steps back, clutching it out. And I believe that's going to be from 3rd seed even? Making it all the way to 1st. I might have put 2nd. Let me double check and not, you know, lie to the audience maybe. No, yeah, they did get 2nd in the regular season. And getting 1st at the end. They were 1 point short of 1st seed in playoffs. And you know what? Who cares? We're winning the games when they count. 2 maps each year. Looking very convincing. I think only winners finals was 2 maps too. They just kind of decided, okay, we're peaking late, and oh boy, are they.
Oh, the logs are borked. Wonderful.
I mean, I guess, who cares? We saw what happened. We know who did well.
Actually, they work now. Okay.
We know the story here. We've seen it with our own eyes who succeeded, and yeah, just incredibly close match in the end. Backends just struggled so much on last, I feel like. That was really what it brought back so badly, or brought them down, I should say, even. Like, they had, like, enough chances to, like, get away with much more than what it ended up being, actually, but I just couldn't really do it. Just had to leave a lot lying around that they did not want to see wasted.
Yeah,
it's just very unfortunate.
Yeah, they kind of got counted really hard on the first map, and then on the 2nd map, it was just really back and forth, and it just seemed like whenever they had any kind of big advantage, then it was just very quickly taken back by 3 steps back. They very much just were very good at doing the comeback and not giving them too much space to work.
Yeah, I mean, if nothing else, right, it's also a good showcase that they are not, in fact, one-trick ponies. It's probably frustrating to lose to, you know, someone doing something weird on the COF map, maybe, but these guys just play the game. Well, that's really what it is. Even on this map, like, there was not really any funny gimmicks or too much, other than, like, the 1 sentry gun on 2nd, I guess.
Yeah.
And even that wouldn't be the first time I've seen it. It's the most impact I've seen it have in a while, I guess, but even then, I mean, it all comes together quite nicely. Like I said, these guys just know how to play the game, and there's been like a core of a team that's been stuck around for quite a while in Div 2, usually like stuck around like the middle of the table, barely dodging players most times as well. This time they made it, and they made it a full run as well. It's all coming together eventually, and yeah, this is a lot of really talented players. Some of them played like top divs in Highlander before as well, just like barely falling short in 6s a lot of the time as well. Not this time. This time they're coming up clutch exactly when was needed, and it gets them the win.
Yeah, big congratulations. Good luck in Div 1.
It's not going to get any easier from here, but I mean, they have talent, I guess, so surely we'll see more of them in the future. That being said, that is it for Division 2. It's not quite it for the season yet. There is, in fact, one last secret game left to be played, and if you thought, wow, why are they playing heavy on product or on Bagel? Then boy, do I have some surprises for you down that one. It's Division 4 Grand Finals. It is aware against France, the entire country, fighting it out for the midi Grand Final spot, so to speak. Should be a funny one for sure. However, I don't know when the game is yet. Obviously, it's supposed to have happened this week, and I'm sure it would have, if not for the fact that one of the entire teams is currently playing Highlander games right this second. So they were a little preoccupied tonight. I guess that worked it quite nicely, because otherwise these games would have been at the same time slot, and we would only have been able to watch one.
I was so sure the end of that sentence was going to be they're all at Weatherspoons. But
no, they're all playing Highlander.
Wow.
I mean, who knows what the Frenchies are doing, but yeah, they're like one of these teams is like 5 Highlander mains or something. They're doing different things right now. That said, it might still happen this week. I don't know. I'll ask the team leaders and see when it's happening. That's the last game left in the season, and it's over and done, and we're free, I guess. So yeah, thank you for joining for this one. We'll catch you with the middies at some point. See you next time.
Bye-bye. Watch I-60, 71.
71.
There we go. Yeah.
My plan.
Bye-bye.